The percentage of students in 12th grade who report smoking daily is given in the table. We were asked to create a scatter plot for the data and draw an eyeball best fit line through the data. So we're given these various years. Notice on the grid we're asked to use the years since 2000 as our values for t. So 2000 would then be t equals 0, 2001 would be t equals 1, and etc. until 2006 would mean t equals 6. So then plotting some points here. 0, 2000, t equals 0, and then 20.6 is the output, would be about here. T equals 1 and 19 would be here. T equals 2 and 16.9. T equals 3 and 15.8. T equals 4 and 15.6. T equals 5 and 13.6. T equals 6 and 12.2. All right, so it looks like a nice linear trend between the data. So what we will do now is go ahead and, as it asks, we'll draw that eyeball best fit line. So maybe something like that. That seems reasonable to be an eyeball best fit. Notice how I sort of have half the points below the line and half the points above the line. Doesn't necessarily go through any of the points though. And again, there's some, your answer might vary a little bit from that, but it should be reasonably close to the one I've drawn. And there's the answers provided by the people who created these slides. So we'll use that from here on. Determine the vertical intercept of the model. Explain its meaning in this situation. So the vertical intercept is this point right here, which is not necessarily the data point. So it looks to be a little bit more than 20, so maybe 0, 20 point, let's say 2, 0, 20.2. Explain its meaning. Well, 0 means year 2000. In 2000, approximately 20.2% of 12th graders reported that they smoked daily. All right, what's a reasonable domain and range? Well, again, this looks like a pretty reasonable line. Good trend to the data. So let's go a couple years in either direction from our data points. So we had a data point for 0, so let's go 2 to the left. So let's say -2, and let's go 2 to the right to 8. So how about -2 to 8 for the range, for the domain, excuse me. Now for the range, well, we have a little bit of difficulty because we did not extend our line beyond there, beyond 0. So let's maybe draw a little bit more to the left. Let's try to follow that line a little bit to the left. And so we would have this point here. And so maybe 23 for the range. And then when t is 8, about 10. So for the range, I'm going to say that the range is 10 to 23. Again, your answers might not be exactly the same as this, but it should be reasonably close to it. According to the graphical model, what percentage of 12th graders reported smoking daily in 2007? All right, so in 2007, that means that t equals 7. So we would focus on this point right here, and that appears to be right on about 11. So I would answer approximately 11% of 12th graders reported that they smoked daily in 2007.